West Coast to the Midwest, down south.
Starting in a few minutes, y'all. Get comfy. I'll see ya.
Hustling real hard. West Coast to the Midwest. Just too dumb.
Share us out one time, guys. Trying to get the numbers up. Some folks might not know we're live. Pardon me. Make sure you guys are getting shares out.
Salute everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Just give me a minute. Make sure we're all set up right here. I usually try to wait about 5 minutes for folks to come in anyway. Pammy, did you get the confirmation for managing mod? I messed up the other day and took you off of it. I just need to know you're good again. Salute everybody. I'm going to say what's up's in the chat, give everybody a rundown of what we got going on here and things of that nature. So appreciate everybody in the chat. Once again, if you couldn't hear me over the music, please share this out to, the folks in the community. Let's get everybody here. Just trying to have a good time. It is Monday night, Murph. I got a few things, I want to talk about. And again, you see the title, Monday Night Murph. We'll do some music. That music you're hearing is all mine. Nothing is anyone else's. I created all this. What you just heard was somebody. Before that, you heard Hometown Hero. You'll hear other stuff. But then we're going to, obviously the live chat with you amazing folks. And then open panel after the opening and everything like that. So appreciate you guys. We will open the panel in a little bit. That is pinned. You guys can get to that, as I said, after the opening of the show and things like that. So, guys, coming to you, I have a little bit of time. Kel should be home within a little bit, but I was already feeling like I wanted to come on today. Went on yesterday. To everyone who came through last night, man, we had a blast. I'm working on it now, but I'm taking the entire episode and I'm working on how I'm cutting it down to 3 different clips because in the very beginning of it, King Cho came up on the panel with me. We had a really cool little conversation, nice little build, right? So that's one clip, boom, done. But then after a while, after he left, I was playing a little bit of the music. And then with the live channel, we start getting like a little goofy. And I was like singing along to some of my music, with goofy lyrics. And then all of a sudden, I'm just like, story time, ladies and gentlemen. And I started like smoking on my pipe and let me regale you a tale of the first time I smoked the lovely cannabis. Shit like that to the music. And it was well received. So definitely want to bring some of that up more. But also, I just want to show you guys the music I'm working on. This music is for YouTubers like you. If you're a content creator and you can't find that background music that's perfect for those uploads, hit me up. I'll give it to you. I'll lease it to you. Price is super cheap. I've sold 3. One was 100. One was because it was a certified rap beat. One was a lullaby, and I forcibly took 25 for that. I tried giving it back, and our lovely Just Me Sunshine said she'd hunt me down and hurt me if I didn't take the money. And the other one was only $10. The guy's like, I want to give you something. I'm like, dude, $10, whatever. So most of them, other than that, I've given away, leased away. So these, I just like to show you guys that music. Of course, we always have the amazing live chat. And then we'll do the open panel type thing. So I'm going to move to the top of the chat here and say hello and all that good stuff. If you guys are in the chat, I just ask, could you please hit the like button for us? If you're new here, join. This is Murph, a.k.a. the Dirty Kenzo. My tagline is part-time comedian, full-time scumbag. And I mean that in the most delightful way. Back in the day, there was a shirt from Young and Reckless, and it said Reckless Scumbag. And man, I love that shirt. Heartbroken I was, ladies and gentlemen, heartbroken. But yeah, I'm on here to have fun. Some other times we might have a conversation that, it might get into something else, like a little bit of the heart, so to speak. But overall, I try to just make sure you guys have an entertaining show, not too crazy, and we go for there. So just if anyone's new there, and share us out, guys. The shares help a ton. So excuse me on that. Also, as I always do, I kind of do it on my radio show. I do a music show, Nostalgic Breakfast, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys are pulling up there. When I'm there, we say, if you want to join the coffee club and, buy a cup of coffee, so to speak, tip the DJ, that information's available. I don't say that as much over here, but it's kind of force of habit. I haven't been doing lives on Dirty in a while, so forgive me. And let's get into some hellos while we're at it. Chuck in the building. Good to see you. Drop God, I see you. Kenzo, shit. I thought black people were never on time. I moved the time 3 times, Drop. I too am never on time. I'm not, but I'm clear. I'm not white. My baby girl. She said Murph will be with the program shortly. I see you, baby girl. I love you. That's my grown baby, y'all. Doing big shit. Proud of you. Henny in the building. Henny Hennington the Third, Esquire, at your service, sir. Thursday, you know you're my you know Thursday that you're my heart, you're Kel's heart. We love you around here. You know that. Good to have you guys. Brother Rich is in the building. Love to Rich and Mrs. Ivy. You guys already know, like family. And with things like some of the news I have coming up for you, some of the news that's happened recently, you know, Bond's seen the Titan from there. So Eric Berna in the chat, my brother. I love you, bro. This is fucking insanity. I'm lost on that. This shit is crazy, bro. Illuminati is in the building, my guy. Always great to see you. I'm good to see you under the Illuminati name. Again, I didn't see your name in the block area, but I just cleared the entire block area. So we had to get my bro back in here, right? Mrs. Bobby Ann is speaking of great ones. Much love, Mrs. Bobby Ann. I'm a little sentimental, y'all. You'll understand why in a few minutes. And if you don't, and if you're against that, then go fuck yourself. Prairie isn't, excuse me, Prairie's in the building. Great to see you, Prairie. Awesome to see you. Pammy is in the building. Like I said, I hope I got that wrench situation straightened for you, Pammy. New York Nikki, great to see you again. You guys are solid. Thank you for pulling up, guys. Bucks is in the building. Thank you, my guy. Make sure, wrenches, please make sure we're dropping Bucks' link. I'm going to have to go back and say a few I know I missed, but Bucks is what I'm seeing right now. Make sure we're dropping Bucks' link, please. Hen Dog. OG Bobby Johnson is in the building. Please make sure we're dropping his link. Definitely, Brother Rich, Mrs. Bobby, drop your links. I want that. I want the folks, you know, sharing the love across the board, of course. Sexy J is in the building. I'm not sure if Sexy J does content, but yeah, please drop her link if she does. Great to see you. Salute to you and hubby as always. Always been great people to me. I'm like I said, y'all, I'm a little sentimental. Yeah, baby girl, you're here in my heart every day. Katie's vlogs. Oh God. Heavenly Star Halam. Hi, Dirty Yo. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming in and good to see you. Wild Country is in the building. Great to see you. Anybody else that comes in along the lines, I'll try to get those hellos in, guys. All right, guys. Like I said, I try to run. You know, Sexy J seen last night kind of the craziness of what I was talking about. Henny was there of me talking. I'll show you basically a sample of what I was doing. So it'd be something along the lines of this. I just really got to get my sound right. That's the problem. I feel like I talk too loud for the music. We need to find that right balance. It'd be like this. And could you guys let me know if that fan in the background is giving you interference? Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes in life, we come across crazy times and crazy things. So one night, double dating with these chicks. They live in South Philly. We live in Kensington, which is closer to North Philly. We take SEPTA. We're young. We're kids. We're just kids, ladies and gentlemen. So the train stops under construction. We sneak on that motherfucker. And we go down and see these girls. And it was kind of a bad night. Shorty's like ending it. Word. We're out. We leave. So when I get home, mind you, I was dressed, you know, sneakers on, all that shit. I put on a pair of slides. Take off my shirt. I'm just in a wife beater. My brother's friends are there talking to these girls. Somehow, in the next 5 minutes, I'm on my way to their mansion in Delaware County, ladies and gentlemen. Are y'all engrossed in the story, or am I going to have to hit y'all with a cliffhanger? Somehow I just met this girl. We're drinking. Katie, put your fingers in your ears. We had a one-night stand, y'all. Oh yeah, your boy's a pimp. Then did it again in the morning. Supposed to be. Then all of a sudden, the sister got mad. Did she want it? I don't know. She just didn't like it. So I had to call my dad and ask for a ride. And that shit was murder. The end. That's something like what I was doing last night, just to give you guys an outline. But it was a little funnier at the time. It is what it is. Salute Street Queen coming in. Let's make sure I ain't missing nobody else. If I missed you guys, just comment again. All right, guys. So as I said, we're just going to do a little bit of an opening. I'm going to explain some things going on in the world of Kenzo, so to speak. Play a little bit of the music I got here that I'm working on, like I said, and then open panel and stuff like that. So appreciate you guys. I will be giving you the rundown in just a minute. If you could, please enjoy this. This is a song that I'm working on. This will be released soon. It takes me back, gives me nostalgia. 83, Dirty Kenzo Productions. Yeah, all right, Nicole. You gotta love the family. You gotta love the family. I see you. I'm like, who's throwing tomatoes? Anybody else even said they liked it at all? All right, guys. So yeah, wanted to come to you guys first tonight to talk. Honestly, I needed to find what I needed for the background music on low, but I messed that up already. Damn it. That ain't it. Just No, that ain't it either. Let's see how they like it. Yeah, Pammy Quinn loved that one. All right, guys. So I just wanted to come to you first, just thinking about change and things like that. TT in the building, salute, sis. Uh, myself and me as a member of my, immediate family, a lot of change. Recently, I'm joining. I had orientation today. I'm joining a different workforce than I've worked. Uh, Junior is working a different workforce, moving up to warehouses. Our Katie in the chat, our baby girl, she moved down south, starting her life. So a lot of change, and a lot of that has been peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. I wanted to talk to if you guys. I like to do these lives, guys, just so you know, so we could see if maybe you've had these feelings, you've been through this experience, and when we bounce these things off each other, I find it's easier for all of us to know we're not alone, and it helps us deal with things a little easier. So that's why I bring it to the table tonight. So salute to you guys with that. Um, I mean, as most of you guys know, whether being in the community or the immediate community, so to speak, or what we call day ones, or the surrounding. Think of it as the suburbs, right? Our friends that know of people that they might not know as good as others, right? You know me and Richie well, but you might not know, for instance, ATG Barn. We lost ATG Barn not long ago. Not long at all. Still in a mental place of confusion, like why, you start to question. So that was a bad thing we were dealing with, and then it was like these changes that I spoke about before Barn started to kind of happen right after that. So it was kind of like, oh well, are things looking up? And baby girl doing that, like, I mean, we're Kenzos, y'all. We're not. Our demographic isn't expected to leave Kensington. Our children are. Their demographics are to be addicts who live there homeless. You know, I never had an expectation I'd live in a house like I live. I knew I'd get out of Kensington, but where we're at, it couldn't be any more the dream house I dreamed of as a child. I didn't need a lot. I needed 3 bedrooms from, like, I always knew I needed 3 bedrooms, one for me, one for my 2 sons, and one for my daughter. We had a son. We lost a baby. We had a daughter. The lost baby was a boy. So when I'm seeing these things, it's blowing my mind. So anyway, I wasn't as fond of the yards, but I always wanted a porch. I always wanted a finished basement because my godmother had one as a child, and I was okay with having the backyard. Let me tell you guys, when I walked in this house, the chills. And me and Kels are looking at each other, shaking our head yes before we even made it out of the living room. So, and Barn and blessings. I know I'm blessed to look at a silver lining. I had Barn here for a week. My kids got to meet the man. You know what I mean? See the human. And me and Barn got to do a lot of talking in those few days. You know what I mean? And a lot of stuff was going on and things like that. So, but yeah, after that, it was like, all right, I like as a man, I have to like kind of not bury it. You gotta understand when we hear clinically don't bury it, that's because people will push something down so far they can't feel it. I don't mean that when I say like I mean I want to bury it, right? I'd push it back. Like I have to do this, like I have to keep operating. So um our daughter makes this trip and then Kel's is switching jobs to something super close. All right, things are starting to look up. Our son was working there where Kel's was, but he got an offer to at this warehouse that he's been waiting for about 7 months. That finally came through. He started last week. Kids on cloud nine. Um, and as bad as my health had been over the last little few years, I think it's a little better that I can start to try to do different things. I had stayed in my field of painting, um, and as much pain as I was in, I was still working through that. So it's really damaged me a bit in the last 2 years or so. So it's like I want to try to get into a different line of work. Um, y'all gonna sound a painter, right? So it's like go into a job that's like, all right, your first day is orientation. It's this date. I don't do that often. For me, it's like, oh, it's your first date. All right, you can go paint that house. You understand? So me even having this orientation is new to me. And I went and it was great. And but then unfortunately, my phone's off at the moment. We're waiting for the, hitting that weird gap where your phone goes off on Monday and you can't pay it till Wednesday. So we still have Wi-Fi nonetheless. Uh, and as I'm in orientation, I get a messenger and I can hear it, but I ignore it. And then my messenger rings and I look and I dickhead button it. You know what I mean? Sorry, I can't. And then a bit goes by where I get a smoke break and I look and I know who it is. It's my best man, kid I grew up with. And he hits me up and he's like, yo, I'm with so and so and something could be bad. I'm on my way to find out. So right away, there goes the punch to the gut, but no info yet. So I'm going to continue this, guys. This is not a cliffhanger. I just don't want to neglect anybody in the chat. If anybody's coming in, just pardon me. Oh, okay, Nick. Here comes Queen Caljo. Give me 1 sec. Salute Aunt Macbeth. Just make sure I ain't missing anybody. I was talking for a while there, not looking. Hey guys, if I missed anybody, pardon me. Give me 1 second. The lovely Queen Kels just came in from work. Let her get herself comfy, and I'll give you guys Fade It. It's good stuff. Sorry, I was unmuted. Appreciate you guys. See you in the chat. Deucey, salute, salute. I've realized in hindsight that playing that song after the story was kind of fucked up. So sorry for the emotional roller coaster, y'all. We got Quinzilla in the building. Appreciate you guys. Georgie in the building. See, the music ain't balanced. Trying to find the balance, y'all. Salute everybody. One more second, please. All right, guys. So, I'm not trying to, drag it out forever, but so I got during the after the orientation, I'm finishing up some of it. I get a message that a childhood friend, someone I call a best friend, one of my first friends, passed away. Keith. Some of y'all may have heard him spoken of as Keith here, or Freddie. I got the message that Freddie passed away. So, like, at this orientation, just, I don't even fucking know how I managed, y'all. Like, someone I knew for so fucking long. And it's like there was 4 of us, right? It was Freddie, it was Jamie, it was me, and it was Gary. They're all gone. I'm the only one left. Thankfully, I'm not the only one left, and I've had the benefit, the pleasure, whatever you like to call it, that each of them, I've become great friends with their siblings. Eric in the chat is Gary's brother. Rob Brown, you guys have seen, that's Freddie's brother. I still got Dutch Elmer that you guys have seen. So I'm blessed to have that I still have their brothers. When I say I'm alone, the last one left, I mean out of that. I'm blessed to have their siblings. But yeah, just sadness, shock, absolute shock, because he's had his problems over the years with certain things and stuff, but he was doing better, and it had nothing to do with drugs, you know what I mean? So it's like, poof, kick in the chest. And it's just like, my children know this man by face, name, nickname. Like, I've been friends with him since I was 15, 14. Every friend I made, I wouldn't know Gary without Freddie, man. Nick, Pretty Nikki 215, Nikki is Kel's cousin, but they grew up like sisters. That's Chuck's daughter, for those who know. A lot of y'all know Chuck. So, uh, Nikki is, I call her like my sister. And so I get it. I get where her and Kel's are coming from because I couldn't call Nikki like cousin. Like, that's the homie. Me and Nikki, I knew Nikki before I knew Kelly. Nick, it's fucking, and then he's leaving behind two daughters, um, a wife, a mother, a brother who just had a daughter within the last 2 years, a sister with three children, and a husband that loved them. This is gonna hurt a lot of fucking people, man. This is crazy. I can't contemplate this shit. This is like impactful, to say the least. Like, my man was a graffiti legend. This is gonna hit the graffiti world. He would like I never, like, my dad is probably going to be upset about this. This kid lived with us for a few years. When him and his parents had problems, he lived with us. I don't really talk to my brother. I still have to text my brother about this. What do we do, guys? Has anyone else been through things like this before? Yo, Nikki is all class, all class. And I know we're good in the chat. I'm seeing all stars in here, so I ain't worried about that. But trolls come in, guys. As long as they're not cursing somebody out or ha and death, let them rock out. They're doing that sick shit. Bounce them out. We got some of the best mods, so I ain't worried about that. Stony Brickington. Ah, those were the days. Nick, I'm gonna hold on to Nick. I wasn't there for that though. I was there to fix the aftermath. mm. I met I met Freddie in fucking pardon me. I met him in 1998. Mm. I met Nikki and Kels in 2002. That was I was when I was making a change in my life already. I was 19, trying to get away from. I dealt with a lot of girls that would like play you out and shit. You know what I mean? I needed a new girl. Screw the girls in this area, and then met the love of my life. 25 years of anguish and fighting. Wouldn't do it with anybody else. Right, baby?
Yeah.
Hey, salute you guys in the chat. I always keep it real with you guys. I always vent shit out, talk about what's going on. And like I said, it's the peaks and valleys, guys. It's what the 30s, 40s, and 50s. That's what life's about any fucking more. Up, 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 down. You're silly. It's blow after blow, sis. Blow after fucking blow. And then I run into the same fucking pitfalls I always do. Am I a piece of shit because I can't cry? I feel like I want to. I feel like I should. I feel like I have to. That's a fact, baby girl. Well, well, Kate, you'll be the one to do it, so chill out. I'll start crying in about 2 seconds if it's you with the great advice, baby girl. Proud of you, girl. Yeah, Gio, it's crazy, bro. I'm fucking 42. Like, and then I start looking at it, it's like Gary died when I was 32. His 10th year anniversary is coming up. And sadly, that's the last time I seen Freddie. One of them. I think I seen him for a few minutes once after that. And we kept in touch on Facebook and shit, but it's just unfucking believable, man. And like I said, still feeling, the shit with Barn. I have true, when I have love for somebody, I have true love for them. That's like Eric. Like I said, that was Gary's little brother. But when I left for a while and came back, and Eric was all grown the fuck up, he was doing his thing out there. You know what I mean? We were just chilled, and as grew up, he started having kids and shit. It was like we just chilled. That's my guy. We messaged a little bit, me and Rob and me and Amy. I told them all I could call them later if they want. So I'm not going to intrude on their time. Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do nowadays, guys, with the way fucking time moves. Back in the day, people didn't die bang, bang, bang because time wasn't moving. So now it's like a couple mistakes, and it's just weird because it's like on last night's show, me and King Troll talked about, do you ever get afraid of dying? You ever think about that? How crazy. But then during my story time, that was so funny. Freddie was there in both stories. Jesus Christ. I just want to say I love y'all in the chat. Everybody in the chat, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Love to all y'all. I know I'm not the usual dirty Kenzo you're used to. You're dealing with Murph right now. That's all. But I have, it is what it is. Yeah, like I said, guys, I wanted to come on for a little bit and music, live chat, do that. When I said beginning, that's what I meant. Just get that. I know Salute KT calls it his monologue, which it is. That's how TV shows open. So that's why I say, hey, let me just speak my piece real quick. And then, so anybody does want to hit the panel is open. The link is in the pinned comment up top. You click that. It'll open it, pop it open. You'll see the link, follow the prompts. It could bring you up here. Otherwise, we'll hang out for a couple more minutes here. And again, thank you to everybody in the chat. And again, a lot of the music you guys were hearing is for sale. So anybody interested, let me know. Got some bangers. Damn.
Hey there, can you hear me okay?
Hey, sis.
Oh, buddy.
Let me turn this fan off because I can't really hear. Kelsey's right there. She can hear you.
Can you hear me? Because I've been having problems with my
Not really.
microphone. No?
You should be able to hear me.
Try now.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know why it's being so low. Give me 1 sec, baby.
All right.
Check.
Hello?
Say something, Pammy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you're low. Let me see if I can.
I don't know
I think
what
I can
is
edit your
wrong
mic.
with
Hold
it.
on 1 second. Try that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better. There we go.
What did you do? Because my microphone's been like so messed up. I apologize.
Well, I went into your mic settings and took it off of. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly. Edit mic settings. Automatically, you could click it to automatically adjust the mic volume. I turned that off and then just adjusted the volume a little bit.
So you can hear me better now?
I can for sure.
Okay, good. I apologize for my mic problems. It's always I hesitate to
No,
get
don't
on.
even.
I hesitate to get on panels because it's such a pain and it interrupts the show, but I can hear the pain in your voice and just know.
Thank you, sis.
Um,
Nick, we love you. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, I know you've been through a lot.
It's just crazy.
Past month or I mean, I can't even. It's such a blur, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that you had lost somebody else, I was just like, God, what the heck? But you know, when
I was in the middle of orientation like a pig in shit. I was happy as hell.
I know you were. I mean,
She's telling
that's
me, here's the computer programs you got to run through. I'm like, all right, cool. My phone goes off. I ignore it. Then it starts ringing. I'm like, I look over. I'm like, in orientation, give me a bit. Big Spec, appreciate you, bro. Why is it gotta be? It's just been close people lately, man. Mm. Yeah, Kate, facts. Feels never ending.
you can still hear me.
Yeah, I hear you, Pam.
Okay. Yeah, when I was looking at your community post, I saw that picture of you and Barn, and it just hit me again. Like it's just I can't believe like some of the stuff that's happening. But then you have to, to when you love hard, you hurt hard. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. It's a big fact. And
I
that's what it is, Barn,
mhm.
I cared about Barn since the day I met him. Obviously people are like, oh, you let a man come to your house and stay. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, yeah,
I had love for him. I wanted him to do good. He wanted to do good.
yep. He sure did. He
Like
sure
I
did.
said with Freddie, I haven't seen him in years, I feel, but we spoke here and there, and it's just rough. Last time I seen him was the last 2 times I talked to him was when Gary died and then when Jamie died. So it's like 10 years ago, 5 years ago now.
You think about, he really wanted it bad. He wanted it bad, and just life sometimes just throws you things that you can't handle, man. I don't know. We don't know. I mean, I don't know. All I know is that he's not here, you know, excuse me. And I know he gave it everything he could. I I mean, I look back at the times when it was just, I can remember like being like one of the only people in his chat when he first started out. That's when my
504 girl, salute. Go ahead, Pammy.
that's when yeah, that's when my
Let me-
screen
oop,
my
sorry,
yeah,
backstage. Apologies.
oh sorry.
No, Pammy, you continue.
Oh, okay. That's when my screen name was PJ, and he
PJ,
would
facts.
yes, and he would say to me, he said when I was on, it was just like me and two other people in the chat, and he was like, PJ, I don't know if you're a male or a female, but I appreciate you being I appreciate you being here. He's just such a great guy, and I yeah, you and I haven't talked about it, you know what I mean? But I just know that
Hmm.
we all feel the same. I know it hits you hard, and you can go on and on about this, the hurt and all
Salute,
of this.
brother Rich.
Hey, salute, Murph. How you doing? Salute, Pamela.
Hi,
Salute to the
Richie.
chat.
Hi,
I'm
Richie.
kind of numb.
Yeah, I know, man. My
Cecil,
condolences,
salute, bro.
man. It hits hard and it hurts. It hurts, man. I
It's
mean,
so good to see you again, 504 girl. It's so cool to see you around again. It's been so long. I seen
it's
her in the chat
oh,
years
Pamela
ago. We
fell
used to say
off.
hi to each other in chats. I seen her the other day. Like, holy shit, ain't bit.
Yeah, it's not easy to deal with, you know? It's not easy to deal with at all. It hurts when it's a friend or, like you said, somebody you grew up with.
He lived with me for a portion, Rich. I got like we lived a movie for like a whole summer, me and that guy.
Yeah. And then you look
We-
back at the memories you had with him, whatever you guys did,
So
hang
man,
out, talk BS, that shit hurts your heart, you know?
it does. Like I said, the
Um,
whole family knew him. My brother, both my parents, Kel's the kids.
right.
Oh, no problem, Pammy. Pammy had a technical issue, fell off.
I got this one friend, his name is Michael, and I don't want to tell him to stop, because
Hmm.
I've known him since we were 11 years old, but he's always sending me like, hey, Rich, do you remember Steve, that lived on Durnan Street? He passed away, and I'm like, man, I really don't want to hear that, but, you know, um, I just let him do it. I let him do it.
It's rough, man. Yeah, but I like with Freddie, I knew he was getting better. He got away from the shit, was living with his mom and everything. So,
Yeah.
I got the new. It was just a sudden thing. Whether stroke, heart attack, that type of deal. Something very sudden.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, 3 weeks ago, I got a text from the owners of the company that I worked for 30 years. And they told me that, the
Mm.
office manager passed away. And, I spent 15 years of my life with this lady, you know,
Mm.
and it just hurts. It's like sad, and not for
She
nothing,
can't do
man.
it.
That's why, I go to the doctors when I have to. I do what they tell me, stuff like that. And I hate to take it this way, Murph, but
No, I mean we're younger though, Richie. Guys our age neglect the shit out of that.
man, I'm old as hell. But
He's
every
four. He
day,
was only 41.
Murph, I'm 61 years old.
Now I understand. I'm just saying, 41. We're not really going for
Oh,
the
right. Yeah.
exams and shit yet.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I do what
That's
my
like, what do you
doctors
do?
tell
That's
me
where I'm
to.
thinking, like, what do you do in this position? No one's exactly going to see if they have high blood pressure, or you only know what your body feels. Sometimes you don't feel anything.
Right. Right.
I didn't know I had an ulcer till it burst. I knew I had something wrong, but I thought it was my back.
Right, exactly.
It's
Before I
just
close my eyes at night, I make my peace with God.
you have to.
Every night.
Whoever you pray to, you make peace with them.
Right, right.
I always say, man, it's kind of a weird situation because it's like the dream way. I think most of us, if you asked us how we could die, we'd say in our sleep, right? Like
Right.
just in my sleep, I have no idea. That's how everybody wants to go. But let's think about it. Let's take a step back out of that. Rich, if it were you, if it were me, Ivy or Kells would have to find us. That breaks my heart more than me dying.
Right.
Yes, I told you that earlier.
I couldn't remember.
You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't imagine that part. Like Mrs. Bobby said, burying children, burying grand. Like we knew one of Kel's goddaughters was buried as an infant. The mother just passed away. It's like it's just. Ugh. I mean, if you're religious, I would say then you're saying God take his warriors when they're needed. So I'm not as super religious, but I can get behind that.
Right. I mean, that's just me, the way, my parents brought us up, you know.
For sure.
But yeah, it's, my condolences to you and Kelch and, his family. It's sad. It
Yeah, it
hits
is.
hard, and realistically, like Rick passed away in my house, right in my living room,
Mm-hmm.
and I pulled him out of a homeless shelter.
Yeah, that
When
shit's hard.
somebody called me and said, "Hey, Rick's living in a homeless shelter," I'm like, "What? Man, he can come live with me." And I got him out of there. He had stage 4 cancer,
Mm.
and I never thought that he was going to pass away in my house.
Man, you made the last of his time perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse.
he had everything he needed and more.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know,
You're an angel for that, Rich.
well, it wasn't just me. There was like other friends that bought him clothes and
That's
a
awesome.
new bed, and hey man, take this PS4, and I mean, he had a small fridge up there that I gave him,
That's awesome.
TV and stuff like that, and that was
That you took,
shocking.
you guys took care of each other. That's awesome. That's how it should be.
Right. And, I got a call from somebody that, a mutual friend of ours that said, if he needs anything, you call me, call me. And I'm like, yeah, he's cool. He's got everything he needs,
That's why I like the
Um,
group of people we have here. That's why when I see like, George and Sexy J and Cecil and those folks like coming in and Tiara coming to the circle, because I already know that Richie, Pam, Thursday, Bobby, like that I'm freaking drawing blanks. So but just those names to name a few, Tam Tam, Just Me Sunshine. Like I know these people. I
right.
know their hearts just from being around. So it's like these are the people I've always wanted around me on on here. So I'm glad to see other good people like that. Or Henny coming in and you know. But like I said,
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting the channel back towards comedy. I just had to get this out there. This is between dealing with the rest, the still dealing with the emotions of Barn, and then this, starting a new job. I'm going to, once I make that few days off there, I'll, hopefully start bringing some comedy back to the channel. I'm going to start trying to do my skits again because I know like a lot of like I know a lot of y'all fuck with them and get some music out and stuff like that. So these songs you're hearing that I'm playing, they're coming out soon.
Yeah, it's
Most of them are
great.
close
It's
already.
great music. I was just listening to it.
I
I
was playing.
love
I
you. I
was
love your
playing them last
music.
night and tonight because I wanted to see the reaction. Because if something's off, someone listening in the live chat will call it. Whoa, that horn is way too high. Now I know to go back and fix it. You know what I mean? So I know how to play that, and then I can put it on my TV and hear it come through that. So it's kind of like a test run on if I can share it. So
Yeah, it's great music you got, man. I've always said that. Your music is fire.
hey, I'm gonna try to get back into making intros and stuff. Get you an intro made for for the Rich and Ivy podcast, song included, all that. I want to do all that still.
Yeah, I put in the chat that I burn your music on CDs and sell it at the public market on Saturdays.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Go to the bodega. Go to the
And I'm at
bodega and put them. Hey, Pop, let me put these on the corner.
and I'm gonna snitch on her. Pamela J was like, "Rich, give me half of the money."
Yo, I was kind of a hood marketing genius when we were rapping. They're like, "What should we do?" I said, "Let's burn like 5 CDs, take them to the
Mhm.
poppy store who knows us, and tell him to sell them for $1, and he keeps the $5. We don't want nothing to do with it."
Right.
And they're like, "That's a good idea." Then the next idea was do the same thing, but put $1 in the CD.
Wow.
So now the person pays $1 to get the CD, but they're getting their dollar back.
That's slick right there.
That's how you build up, foot that, build up as you're going. Then people are, oh, that CD's pretty good. Who's this band? Where are they playing?
Right.
Salute, James.
Salute,
But yeah, I
James
think I'm gonna
Hart.
wrap it up in a minute, Richie, since Kels is home. I do got some calls I still got to make as well. But thank you as always, Rich. You've been a lifesaver
All
time
right,
and time
brother,
again.
man. You hang in there, man. You hang in there,
Pamela, the same
man.
thing.
You know,
Much love to you
salute to
guys.
the chat. Salute Virgo Child. Hi, Queen Kelch.
Virgo
Salute
Child,
to
great to
you.
see you. Virgo Child, you are always welcome here. Always welcome. I like a lot of the folks we're meeting on that side. A lot of the content creators fight, but that don't mean like, some of the people who follow can't fuck with each other. That's what I always say. I'm not fighting with nobody. I'm just making the example. I
Right.
like Virgo Child. I like Humble Gemini. They ain't nothing but nice. You could, always feel free to come and chat with us and things like that.
All
But
right.
yeah,
Well,
I
let
gotta
me.
freaking also fix. That's the only bad part too. Waiting for freaking paychecks this week. The phones are freaking off right now. I'm like, oh my god, let this week get done. Then I get that. I'm like, okay. That's why I didn't get the call right away. I'm sitting there waiting for freaking I'm sitting there on Wi-Fi, so they had to hit me on Messenger. But I just keep counting the days, Richie. I get paid next week. Everything should be good.
Cool. And
Hey man.
congrats on the new gig, man.
Yeah, man. Orientation, but that's why I said the call was so hard, man, because the fucking orientation was so dope. I was flowing through it.
I'm looking at your picture. Did you chop your hair off?
No, it's just the angle. I didn't get I chopped some of it off.
But you still
Let me
got the
see if I
long hair in the back?
let me see if I can edit the picture. Hold on. No, it's only let me edit the mic setting.
And I even said it, man. You look more and more Puerto Rican more than I do.
Hold on.
What's up with that?
Hold on, damn it. I gotta reopen it. It should change in a second, Rich. There you go. So it's still slicked in the back, but I trimmed like 4 inches off it.
Oh, okay. Because it looks like it's all gone, man.
Yeah, no, it's slicked back still. It goes back where it was going to like my shoulders. Now it's like right where my hairline is. So I took off like 4 inches. I'm thinking about trimming it just a little more, just so I don't have to worry about it. I still have hair, but I don't have to worry about like gelling it or upkeep and shit.
Right. I'm losing my hair, man.
Hang on to it.
I'll be looking at Amazon shortly for a wig.
Nah, look into what the surgery John Cena got. He looks like he got a brand and LeBron James. They got brand new hairlines. You might be able to get your fro back.
Yeah, I wish.
That's just so crazy that you're bald and you had a fro. Like what?
Yeah, that pro was like 22 inches,
You had a
man.
huge fro.
But I think I was 15 or 16 though.
Wow,
You
man.
know?
That was a big
Yeah.
fucking fro.
Yeah, it was like a helmet on my head.
That's funny. All right, brother. You have a good night. Good Mrs.
All right, let me
Ivy,
jump
love.
down. God bless you and Queen Celts, man.
Thank
You
you,
guys
brother.
hang in there, man. Hang tough. All right. Salute to the chat. Thank you for having me up, brother.
Always welcome. Pammy, thank you for coming up too, darling. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to talk about, as I said in the beginning, the title here was changes, the changes of jobs, the changes of life, learning that you've lost close ones, all that wrapped in a bow, so to speak. So we're going to be heading out of here. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you tune in next time here on Dirty Kenzo. We're doing all kind of stuff, uploading music, skits, and if we pop on a live for special occasions. So appreciate you guys. We'll get out of here in a minute. We'll say some goodbyes, type some goodbyes in the live chat, and you guys can jam on 83. We'll see you guys around these YouTube streets. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Murph, aka Dirty Kenzo, with my blushing bride, Queen Kels. I want to thank my brother Rich Martinez, The Cave, Pamela J, hopping up on the panel. I want to thank everybody who enjoyed the music and everybody who joined the live chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your kind words. Salute one to our sister Nikki, to my brother E. Berna, and of course to my baby girl who was in the chat. You guys are fucking awesome, all you. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.